to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged off. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, wow. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, wow.
Good morning all. Yes sir, hope everyone is well, hope everyone is good. Fix this other camera. Happy Monday to all from a very stormy Dubai. If it's not rockets, it's rain. So it's super dark here. I think I need to get a light going or something. Normally I don't stream with a light. But it's super dark right now. Can see. I wonder if this would improve. Yeah, it's better, but let's see how it looks on stream. Yeah, it looks better on stream for today. Sheesh. We're definitely raining. Yeah, I think that will be okay on stream. I think it's better like this. I can also watch the storm. Man, I hope it doesn't flood like last time, man. That's another problem. That's another problem. If it floods like last time. First time we have a, forecast like this. Heavy thunderstorms, Tuesday rain, Wednesday rain, Thursday rain, Friday rain. Bro, we're not Europe. We cannot handle rain like this. Last time we had that very heavy downpour, Dubai was like underwater, bro. Underwater. So this time, yeah, it's gonna last till like 10 p.m. of rain. That's a lot for Dubai, huh? For you guys in Europe, it's another walk in the park, but the irrigation systems, they have been improved from last year, but it's still gonna flood, you know? Are you actually in a safe area? In terms of what? Look at the heat though. Yeah, rain's heavy with this heat. This is our winter, these heats. This is like coming towards end of winter. But you say, look at, that is lovely? Ha! Come in summer. We'll discuss if that's lovely. 55 degrees. So hopefully it doesn't flood. That's what the problem is. Flood. Already I can see outside is flooding. So irrigation here, not working. I came in January, that was good weather. That's our peak winter. Bombs, missiles, yeah, I trust in UAE defense systems, and they're targeting for me, they're targeting US military bases here. So they're not targeting civilian places, as far as we know. But gold's flooding? No, gold's already had a flood, and now the stream is going down. Did you sleep yesterday? A lot of F-16 noise? Yeah, a lot of jets flying around. That's normal. Yeah, I guess sleeping is the problem now these days. If it's not loud bangs, then it's jets. You have to kind of get used to it. I got used to it. The jets don't wake me up, but the bangs wake me up. That and also when they do, yeah, the bangs still wake you up because they shake the windows. That's the problem. They shake the windows. And that rattling of the window wakes you up, So that's the only thing. But the jets, I've got used to them now. Plus, me driving cars, racing cars, all that shit. I got used to loud noises. So, let's have a look what the hell we got going on. This is really pissing down, huh? Just give me 1 sec, guys. 1 sec. I need to call because I sent my car to a storage facility. Well, it's actually due for service, so I sent it to Porsche for servicing. But it's also, I did it at this time because outside I have an outside parking. And with an outside parking, when it rains like this, is risk flooding your car. So just need to check that it's all been sorted. So just give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Just 1 second before we start. Bro, Porsche is the best. I had someone help me to drop the car there this morning. I was calling to see like how you're gonna get back. He says, look outside. I look outside. Another Porsche Cayenne came to drop. They're the best, man. They're the best. How's things going in Dubai? All good, all good. It's sick, man. No other country. One sec. Too much to sort out this morning, boys, when it rains. When it rains, the country has a problem. All right, let's get started. Gold has been dumping, so I'm just waiting here for a candle, to be honest. We are waiting for a candle. What do you think about gold long term? What do you mean by gold long term? Give me a time frame. Give me a time frame. Next month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, whatever. We need to know because it depends. You know, a month is going to look a lot different than 6 months, then it's going to look for a year, etc. So let's have a look at the analysis here. Well, Asian session giving amazing sells here, man. Market open, continuation of sells, and again pre-London 9:30, 9:45. That is the time that we are going to be online. That is the time we're going to be online for next week, I think, right? This is the last week of the month. Let's have a look, because times change. Finish Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No, we have Monday and Tuesday still. But the times change on Sunday. Okay, yeah, 29th. Okay, fine. So this is the last week we have these times, and then the clocks go backwards. So I kind of feel like it's already adjusted to the clocks. In terms of news today, except for gold dumping right now, this is a flashbang. We are pretty clean. Monday 23, we don't really have much anything we need to worry about. It is very, very clean here. So I'm looking forward to see what happens for the rest of the day. Now, obviously, pre-session, we've had pretty big move that's come through. We were consolidating. We had this resolution candle closing below daily support setup number 1. And this is nuts, guys. I want you guys, I think this is the most I've seen gold move ever. This 15-minute candle here, guys, is 250 pips. That's a 250 pip candle. That's a 0.5% candle, guys. 0.5%. And after that, we've just dumped right now 3%, guys. 1,300 pips. I want you guys to make sure you're measuring, right? I want you guys to make sure you're measuring, because that's 1,300 pips just now. Like, it's ridiculous move. This bounce that just happened here, this candle is a 660 pip candle. So if you're not measuring, you're going to get messed up heavy, huh? So make sure you're measuring, guys. Make sure you're doing that all correctly, because otherwise you're just going to be in trouble, huh? So apart from that, if we start off with weekly time frame, we're already, yeah, 1.15% is nuts, huh? As a 5-minute pullback candle. Start off with weekly time frame, very, very bearish. We just came towards this small weekly support here. We can mark it and see if we're reacting off it. Heavy pressure pre-session here. We're also very close to a daily support here. So we can bring this daily support here. I think I'm just going to keep the daily support, but we're going to see. In terms of 4-hour time frames, we have one more down here. So a bit stacked supports. Then we can see where 1 hour is reacting from. Which one did we pick? Yeah, I think we can get rid of the daily. So 50-minute candle closing bullish. We are bearish bias, right? Actually, no, we're mixed bias, believe it or not. But absolutely smashed the lows here. Look, man, the more this pull back, the better at the moment. It's very tough for us to come to a session with a 1,300 pip move and we at the lows. So the fact that we're at least getting a green candle right now is a little bit nice, right? So let's see what ends up happening with that. Now, some people asking about gold in the long term. Well, the whole reason we're dumping is, I covered this in the webinar. This is due to oil and what's happening in the Middle East. We're seeing markets go into a risk-off situation here. So we're seeing where money is pulling out of risk-on assets and going into actually the bond market. So we were discussing that in the webinar. If you're interested in fundamentals and long-term stuff, then the webinar is going to be the best thing. It wasn't short. I can't explain you the long-term. Obviously, very long-term gold is continuing to be a bullish asset, but I can't explain a very long-term in 5 minutes, right? We need maybe 20 minutes, something like that, to go through all the fundamental factors, because there's contingencies based on different factors, right? So yeah, let's see what we have in terms of DAX here as well. So DAX is starting to move down right now, not as much as gold. Gold has got hit heavier. DAX in a massive LTA zone. 4-hour time frame breaking the low. We had that same mixed bias. Let's put this here as a 4-hour support. Again, it is a mixed bias, but we're leaning obviously more bearish here. This is ending up a bit like a setup 3. 1 hour just closed below, 30.15 as well. No 15-minute pullbacks for a while. Let's see the 5. Excuse me. My bad. 5-minute support right here. Let's put that there. So I'd love to see a little bit of structure here, and then maybe a close below. A close below just on the 5. Let's see what stops are looking like here. 46 points. I mean, we have range. I mean, today could be a day where we just dump, you know. Could be a day where we just dump. So I'm not too against going super aggressive. I'm going to bring that up on my other monitor while we look at NASDAQ in the next 2 minutes here and just see how we're closing. So I'm going to keep an eye on DAX maybe for potential sells. I would prefer this 5 green, next one red. So hopefully that does that. While we wait about 2 minutes, we can have a look at NASDAQ here as well. Going to be very similar story. You can see weekly is just absolutely dumping here. We've had a very heavy morning, right? This is already a big kickstart to the morning here. Heavy downside on market open. Put that DS there. We're very close to DS on. See how that looks on 4 hour. 4 hours a little bit lower. So these are like our reaction zones. So I feel like on NASDAQ, I want to be trading a bit of the setup 2 type trades, like pullbacks to continue down. We've dumped a lot more than, let's say, DAX, because DAX sitting at bottom of 5-minute range. Our 5-minute range on NASDAQ was around here. This was our 5-minute range on NASDAQ. So yeah, that's 5-minute range on NASDAQ. As you can see, we've dumped pretty much quite below. So I'd like to see pullback maybe into daily support would be nice, and then we continue sells. I am only worried that this is it and now we start calming down for London. That would suck, obviously. You know, but we couldn't blame price, I guess. It's just a shame for us. But there seems to be volume at the moment. We just need to be patient because we're coming to a market that's at lows. We are coming to the market after the move has happened. We're asking the market for continuation. We are not guaranteed continuation. We could be the guys who try to take the continuation, which obviously can happen. Today can be a very heavy day. And we can just absolutely continue melting, right? You know, we could absolutely continue melting today. Or today could be the day where we try to continue that and it decides to tell us no. We're gonna pull back, fake out, and start ranging. So we can't really say at the moment, guys. We can't say at the moment until, you know, it's kind of like a situation where you just have to go with the flow and accept the risks. Ideally, we're in from Asian, right? So if you're someone trading Asian, you're not trading London right now. There's no point. It's not worth the risk giving back your profits, or you can risk only some of your profits. But in Asian, there's too many options this morning. This option here, this option here, this option here. This option is not Asian, but that would have been the next ideal option, this one right here. So at the moment, there's a lot, you know. Harry, I decided to join your mentorship, was looking for a mentorship for several months. Welcome to the team, bro. Come join the Zoom chat so you can get priority questions and all of that good stuff. Hi, for the past 2 Fridays, you didn't stream London session. Does that mean no more streaming on Friday? I stream on Friday, but I just haven't streamed on YouTube. I've been enjoying streaming with the guys in the group. It's a nice vibe. We really get a lot done. We really concentrate on different things, and yeah, I've just been enjoying that for now. Yes, it'll be earlier for you in Australia. Yeah, when times go back, it will be good. I had to fight the greed on my Asian trade with gold this morning. What do you mean fight the greed? You wanted to continue holding? So I have DAX on my other monitor. We actually rejected those lows. Remember, I was looking for the close below. So it's not a bad thing for us, to be honest. Create more structure, the better. But yeah, we rejected the lows. So we'll see if we get back below. Gold is just absolutely melting. No top wicks, no bottom wicks. 1 minute straight. So we just don't want to be someone who just randomly sells the lows right now, you know? I just don't want to be caught out because we have big stop losses, you know, and those big stop losses demand big targets, right? If I run a stop loss here, it's 500 pip stop loss. What the fuck? That's nuts, man. That's nuts. And you can't like start making a stop loss even smaller because you're like, oh, I just want to get paid. No, you have to run logical stop loss. Maybe you can get away with the 300 pip stop loss, but guys, if you're on like very tiny accounts, maybe you can't trade gold right now, right? So keep that in mind. If you're on tiny accounts, be careful with gold because it's going to eat you alive. Not eat you alive, eat your account alive. How big is this 1 minute candle? That's a 200 pip 1 minute candle, guys. I remember when if we got a 20 pip win on gold, it was a massive move. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Like, that's why, I don't know, maybe I'm overreacting at measuring a 200 pip 1 minute candle for people that, whatever. For me, it's nuts, man. We used to use 200 pips a session. Would be amazing if we could have, you know. I never tried consistency rule. What do you think? It's up to you, man. Doesn't really matter which one. I prefer to do, you know, I prefer to do the 5 days because, you know, that's what happens sometimes, you know. Sometimes you get a big day like today on gold. You know, if you hit a big day on gold today, and you lose your challenge, I mean, not you lose your challenge, and you make a lot of money, you can't withdraw because you don't meet the consistency rule, right? So that's the problem. Consistency rule means you have to keep closing at TPs and stuff like that. Whereas without consistency rule, you can have a big day. Like today, you can make 5, 6K, no problem. You're not going to breach consistency. So yeah, that's the analysis for today. Let's see what happens. Make sure to leave a like on the stream. You guys know the drill. Hate to say it, but part of the game. Leave a like on the stream. I would appreciate it. When you started trading in crypto, you start on your mobile or laptop? I started on computer, PC. Which subscription you guys have on TradingView? I think a lot of the guys use free. Next psychological level, 4,000. Yeah, that would be a big one, obviously, 4,000. But we don't have much going on at 4,000. Couple of liquidity grabs, but really at this level, it just, you know, does nothing. I was in gold sells early Asia this morning. Move my stop to BE. Most likely too early. Stop me out just to continue dumping all day. Any advice when you move to BE? Yeah, when we hit major levels, I move to BE, you know. But again, if your plan is to hold out during the day, then don't go BE. You understand? If your plan is to hold during the day, you don't go BE. You just let it hit full stop loss. Because you're playing a bigger idea. So your idea needs to play out over time anyways. If I'm looking for a scalp to get from point A to point B, then I'm going to be more aggressive, you know? As far as I understand, when you pass top step, you need 5 profitable days to withdraw. Yeah, you need 5 days of 150. You don't have to have 5 profitable, but I mean, 150 days is not difficult. Like, you could have 2 massive days and then just make 150 on other days. $50-minute resistance long time ago, does it matter? Yeah, it does. It does. Like, I used to be lazy with that. And then I would see price, I would take a sell. Especially if we're in this condition and we're selling lows. It matters. But there's a trick, man. There's a trick. If you want to go, you go in 4-hour time frame. You rewind to the zone. Right? You rewind like this. Look, use the replay tool. And once you use the replay tool, you can then mark like this. Let's just mark these levels here.
I know.
This is a good one. To mark the zone like this. Like that, boom. And then you can go to 15-minute and it will load it, you see. Then you can start marking up stuff. And I wonder how aggressive I should go. Seriously contemplating scalping 1 minute at the moment. Works for subscriptions? Yes. May just work for subscriptions. At daily support? Well, there you go. It's gone. It's not going to care about any levels at the moment, I feel. Until it does, if that makes sense. That's how it works. Yeah, this is just... Close your eyes, press sell. It makes sense. Yeah, then take it. How big was stop loss? Stop loss was 350 pips.
No.
I mean, you can get away with here 290 pip stop loss, I think is fine. 290 pip stop loss. 290 pip stop loss. Running here is way too risky, man. Way too risky.
What I meant makes sense is what you said, that it's not going to care until it does. And once I enter, it's definitely going to care and put me into drawdown and all that jazz.
Yeah. Well, we don't know. That's the thing. It could not as well, right? Like, if you entered here, you wouldn't be in drawdown just now.
Yeah, it's like 50-50, which I have no desire to do.
Just sucks we come to London session at the full hard lows, huh? This is where, if we're gonna get chopped up, we're gonna get chopped up here. Asian paid well today? Yes, it did, man. Amazing trades in Asian. Quite a few options, even as early as market open, right? This one here, we started off with like this, a little bit before Asian. And then if you missed that, it pulled back, and then you could get entries in here as well. With this like 5-minute closing bearish here. Continue the move down. And then even pre-session, we had this as well, the close below here. Wow. Wow, look at how quick that retrace, guys. Oof. I'm glad we didn't take this one. I mean, if you even ran 180 pip stop loss, which is the tightest stop loss you can run, it didn't give you 1-to-1. And now this pullback we've just had is a 300 pip pullback in 2 minutes. Please, guys, if you're trading, measure, huh? Please measure. If you are not measuring today, guys, it's completely game over, huh? Completely. You will blow through a funded account in seconds here. Seconds. Remember, this 1-minute candle here, guys, this 230 pips. If you even open a one lot on 100K, you're down 2.3K. You're down 2.3K. It's a lot to be down, huh? 2.3K. With a one lot. I wonder if we get a close below here, can we scalp this towards the downside? Full send. We have to do it sooner rather than later. But we have to see how deep this candle closes right now. If the 1 minute's just going to blast, it's going to be hard to enter. How big is stop loss here? 260 pips. Let's see in 20 seconds here how much we dump. Quite deep this at the moment. $290 is harsh, man. $290 is harsh. Let's wait for a little bit. Cascading supports, yeah, but you have to send it now, right? Otherwise you don't send it. Why did gold drop so much? Check the webinar. Did you watch the webinar, bro? This week's webinar, it's recorded. Just go to the group, go to content library. Here's the most recent webinar. It explains it all. Why we're dropping so harsh. What's happening in the whole market. Not only gold. Everything. There's a new webinar every week, bro. Every week we go over the fundamental analysis and all of this stuff. I just don't want to sell the lows, you know. Just give us some sort of 5-minute setup too or something like that. Look, I feel like the only way to give this a shot is to give a bit of a gamble here. We have to push a bit of a gamble. It's the only way to get in. You test your luck. If no continuation, that's it. Quick BEs. If you're not quick at trading today, don't trade it. Because the only way, if this is not going to pull back and give us structure, the only way to catch it is to scalp. And to scalp, you need to be fast. because these candles are coming very fast. You know? Like that's already a 100 pip move. Could this be a move on silver? I don't know, man. I haven't looked at silver. I can't afford that stop loss anyways. That's a 3% stop loss on a 15-minute candle. My funded accounts won't survive that. Let's see how much that is worth though. What is that worth? 1,700. Yeah, the smallest contract size you can post, the smallest size is gonna be $1,700 risk. Silver on CFDs is too high spreads. You have to trade it on futures. What's that in percentage? It's like 3.25% risk. It's too much. If you lose that trade and you lose the next, you're going to lose your account, your whole account. Yeah, DAX did. We missed DAX. That was a setup. I mean, we could look to catch the continuation. Yeah, I feel like we just need to just send something here. Fuck it. We lose, we lose. You don't know right now in the market. What is true is we have volume, so just put money in and see what happens. Obviously not randomly, but can't be over analytical at the moment because everything is just tanking. If this doesn't close below though, it's not valid. So we have to see in 30 seconds here. Man, I have no bottom wick. You guys have bottom wick? Let me zoom in on this.
Very tiny on CFD.
I don't know. I'm trying to zoom in on it. There's no 5-minute structure? There is 5-minute structure. This is what a 5-minute structure is. That's 5-minute structure. No 5-minute structure would look like this, just straight candles down. Yeah, I don't have bottom wick. I've zoomed in fully here. Yeah, I will break my rules if I enter this. So I'm not going to enter this just yet. Everything is melting. Today you don't need a bottom wick. Then take it. It's fine. You guys can take it. I'm not going to stop you guys from taking trades here. I'm here to display what I do. Right? So you guys take trades, please. Do what you want to do. It's not my job, right? What you guys want to do. I'm here to maintain discipline, to trade to my best ability and make sure that I come out today giving myself the best opportunities, you know? I've traded days like this before, and I know what they demand. Everything is melting until you break your rules. Facts, man. It's just been slapped so many times, you know. You just start to make excuses because so much is going on in the market, and you make excuses and you just try to find a way in that's fully random. Like, okay, we have to make some compromises, right? We can't just be totally, you know, strict. I mean, it's not a bad thing to be so totally strict, but we want to try capitalize. But let's be realistic. We're coming to a market here that before our session has dumped 3,900 pips before our session. We had a pre-session move random time that dumped 1,300 pips. So why do we need to make excuses to put ourselves in a position that when we sell lows like this, it decides to react to 4,100 and give the retracement? Because we don't know. Through here, it pushed through a lot of supports and resistances. Until the time you decide to press sell, boom, that's the time it might retrace. And look, if we're being logical, guys, I want you guys to do some measuring. If we took this setup here with stop loss above the high, 290 pips, then it stopped us out break even maybe. Right? Unless we didn't go break even and we held 300 pip drawdown. If you take this setup here, which is not really a setup, but let's say you're going super aggressive, stop back in the range, you know, maybe it gives you just a 1-to-1. But that's like a hindsight trading a bit, you know. What is DAX trying to do? $15-minute close here. Let's see how the 15-minute close is here. If we can close below this support here, we could have maybe a little setup with a thunderstorm. So it did close below. Top wick coming through. Yeah, I feel if we break this lows, that would be our option, because we have to trust the 15-minute close plus the wick on the left, you know? With tight stop loss, because let's say now if we don't break this high, we should be able to come down, flip, and then get below the lows. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So right now, because remember, we also have the 30-minute close here as well. If price wants to continue down, it has to break this low, you know. So if it breaks this low, I'll be taking a sell. So just gonna keep an eye because it's bouncing quite high. Wherever this top wick lands is where I'm probably gonna put. Now again, this could just create supports and continue up. Totally possible. But yeah, I'll be looking for a sell below these lows. If it just ends up continuing up, then that's about, you know, nothing I can do. Well, not nothing I can do. It's like why I'm waiting at the moment. Right? Because I know that it can bounce off this small 1 hour support, but we've tapped this 1 hour support a couple of times. Why don't you just add the stop there now? Because I don't know where this top wick is going to end. It could end up here, it could end where it was, it could end here. I don't know where it's going to end. It's moving still, right? So if it ends here, then my stop will go here. If it ends up here, my stop will go here. You know, but at the moment, you can see we're still adjusting. We don't know, right? We're bouncing quite heavily at the moment. That sucks. I rushed in on NASDAQ and I didn't see the 1 hour. So what, you lost on NASDAQ? What happened? Again, you don't want to sell lows after such this big 5-minute candle, huh? No 1 minute structure. It's hard, huh? That's what I mean. This is what this market will do. You have to stay... The time you sell the lows is the time it will pull back, especially in this scenario. Remember, we're coming late to the market. Good luck, guys. I took a full loss on gold 1 minute trying to sell gold. Like you said, I was not going to do. See you in NY. Yeah, man. Just stay patient. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. You know? It sucks, but trust me, it's the outcome. Like, at least here we have 5-minute structure. We have 30-minute close, 15-minute close, 15-minute structure, close below 15-minute structure, top wick. It's not going to be a very risky 1 minute stuff, you know? Futures just overcomplicates entry. I don't know why you just can't add your SLTP before entering. Yeah. You get used to it though. It's not a big deal. I used the top wick as was too aggressive 1 hour from early September. Yeah. That's the point. Remember what I said in the beginning of the stream? It's going to react at something until it reacts. Something like that, what I said. You won't know it will react till it reacts. That's how this is, you know? Mashallah, Raja Banks just closed a trade on 1 million. Wow. I taught him well, huh? All the lessons I taught him, he's learning good now. Because now he's closing trades at 1 million. So I'm glad we were able to teach him. Let's see if we can break through these lows. Yeah, so we shouldn't need to break this low if we want to just bounce from here. But these are nice rejection candles. We've been going down all day. I mean, is there a chance that this is the low of the day? Yeah, we are selling the lows of the day. But if we look at daily here, we have massive clean range. We look at 4-hour time frame here. Massive clean range, at least till the 4-hour support. 1 hour, we have the small support that we've just crossed multiple times. This small support here. 15-minute, I'm sure we have something around here. This one here, but we're not at this just yet. We can manage once we get there. Yeah, it's the same. So I don't see it as a major issue. This zone here would be halfway to TP anyways. Do you wait for the close below? No, since we have the 15 and 30-minute close, I don't need to wait for another close. So I'm going to be just taking it once it breaks the low. This is gold. Gold blows some accounts today? Yeah, that's my point. It didn't react off anything else, but it chose to react off what? This old level here, right? And this is not even a current. This is a previous resistance, guys. This is a previous resistance. Not even the current one. It didn't react here, didn't react here, didn't react here, but it decides to react here. So the point is you never know which one it's going to react on. Now, when it reacts, oh boy, does it react. You know? Let's see how big this reaction is. It's almost 1,000 pips. But look, this is the pullback we wanted, right? So we can't really complain. We can't complain because we wanted this pullback. Are you still in Dubai and holding BTC? Yes, but I'm not heavily in BTC. I'll always hold some BTC that I've been in from about 8K. So for me, 68K is not a problem. But I have a lot of my crypto portfolio liquid. See how the camera adjusts now. Got some light back. Gold pullback as well. You want me to show you guys something scary? You want to see the honest truth? I can put money that a lot of people just blew their accounts. Because I can see how people dropped. So that tells me that their accounts have been blown. Whoa, okay, never mind. I thought there was no top wick. I was going to delete my sell stop. But we have a top wick. Let's see what happens here. All right, time to party. Let's go. Can I just stop to here? DAX will drop hard? Well, I hope so. I hope so. Otherwise, it's lagging, right? This is the first time we broke the DAX range, right? This is the pre-session range. We're getting below the lows. We haven't broke the lows just yet. So this is the first time we're breaking through DAX range. I'm already break even. Well, yeah, if you're break even, you got stopped up break even. I'm not sure what we're reacting off right here. What is this level? Not sure what that is. We can go back and check it out. Maybe we missed something. I did check it. I did check it. Old 5-minute support. Yeah, I mean, we have the 30-minute and the 15. I would be very upset if it reacts off an old 5-minute support and just ends up making the trade lose. That would be like super boring if that's the case. If the trade loses because it reacts off one 5-minute support, then I don't know what to say, you know? Today, market is not on our side. Previous 1 hour there as well. Let's go have a look. No previous 1 hour for me. Here's the support here. So there's no previous 1 hour. No, there's no 1 hour. This is the 1 hour. This is where we reacted off. There's no 1 hour there. $30-minute, there's nothing. We crossed through cleanly twice here. 15-minute, there's nothing as well. 5-minute, there's nothing. No, there's nothing, guys. There's nothing. This is the line. Look. $905, we're below 905, guys. We went below 905, see? We tapped 886. So I don't know what we're reacting off. I don't know. This is crazy. Don't know what that line is, but this 5-minute, I want it to close outside the range. I don't want this to close back inside the range. The last 30 seconds, we're closing inside the range. This is problematic for the trade, right?
We even closed above the range. That's so bad.
Yeah, we closed above the range, and now this candle open here, no bottom wick. I want to see if it can flip bearish. If this candle flip, okay, if this flips bullish here like this, see the 1 minute. Yeah, I'm out if it does that. I'm out. Put my stop loss there. I'm getting out of this. I'm not holding this. If it's going to do that, not interested. Not interested. Yeah, I'm out. Not interested in this position. I'm saving money here. Not interested with DAX. So everything else is dumping today, but not DAX, yeah? So we need to investigate, okay, what did we do? We also, at least we save here 50% position, but I'm out. I'm not playing with this on a day like today. I'm out. Not interested. What is happening on gold? Are we bouncing? Yeah, that's why. I think NASDAQ is, yeah, whole market's bouncing. Yeah, it makes sense. We don't want to be short when the whole market's bouncing. I think I should have checked the other pairs to make sure that we're dumping at the same time. And if the other pairs weren't dumping, then we can get out break even. I think that would have been a bit smarter. What's the DAX? DAX, Top Step doesn't have DAX. Looks like a fake breakout. Isn't that the risk? Yeah, but what can we do on a day like today, right? DAX hasn't broke its range. We got a nice push, but I don't know. It's made it tough because I don't know what we reacted off, right? Check this line, guys. We are not reacting off anything. So it makes it hard for me to say, okay, I'm going to go break even. So literally it was just external people getting involved in the market. Look at this line. It's nothing on 4 hour. It's nothing on 1 hour. It's nothing on 30 minute. It's nothing on 15 minute. It's nothing on 5 minute. We were below the 5 minute support. We reacted below it. So it's literally just buyers coming into the market. Even we could, I mean, we can't check 1 minute. It's too far. But like, it's nothing. It's nothing. So I think we're going to play a bounce now. And London is going to start ranging. I think that's what's going to happen, man. Gold is bounced. And now we're just going to start to form some sort of either heavier bounce or I don't know what. But how do you play the bounce when you have straight 5 minute candles already? How do we predict that this is going to be the low, not this is going to be the low? It's virtually, unless you're getting lucky, like this one at least gives a change of structure so you can predict it to be kind of a low. But then when we're so bearish today, this is the time that it bounces and it's bouncing off a random zone. We don't know. In the next 30 minutes, this shit could close below and continue down. 100%. 100% can happen. So yeah, we don't know. Should make a top wick to touch 43.53. It's a massive top wick, my friend. 43.53, bro. I don't know what top wick you're looking for before taking a sell, but that's a massive top wick. Massive top wick. Bro, now what's happened to the lighting again, man? That's not that bad. Could this be a move on NAS? Not until you get another 15 closing below, because now you have a bullish close. So you might as well look for setup 2 cells, not setup 1. You know, resistance change of structure to continue down. Got this bounce. What is this bounce based off? I don't know if I like this, man. I think this is a bit FOMO trade in my opinion. What are you basing this bounce off? Why didn't you take it here? Like, you know, it's hard to base this bounce, huh? You have rejections on 5 minutes as well, showing you rejections. DAX is playing out. I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot. Like literally shoot myself in the foot. So let me just go get the means to shoot myself in the foot. Some 9mm rounds as well. Give me a second. Fortunately, I live in Dubai and I realize that weapons are illegal, so that saves me today. Watch it not play out, boys. Watch it not play out. It's gonna do deep punishment. Is Dubai, don't play about that? I'm not saying shoot myself, I'm saying shoot myself in the foot. It's a metaphor, bro. It's a metaphor. What's your opinion about selling gold, bro? Same thing as what happened on DAX, man. We can take the risks, no problem, but if it fails, we're just gonna get cooked. You know? Like, I'm happy to do it. I might give myself another shot because I managed the last trade, but it's valid, but it's just how, hate to use the word, but how lucky are we going to be in London? You take that trade outside of London, it's going to work. It's so random. Like, look at DAX right now. Like, we'll have good break of 1 minute structures and stuff like that, you know? Like, I like it. I would take it myself. You know, liquidity grab above the high, resistance formed. I think it's a shot, but does London punish us again? We don't know, but you still have to take it. This is just frustrating, man. I think on broker, that would have been like 1 pip from from stop loss. Would have been super close. And now what? Now it's coming back to break even? Yeah, that's super hard. No perfect setup. I think DAX was a good shot. I'm happy with the trade. I'm just annoyed that we're dying of volume and we're just not continuing in one direction. So I'm happy with the trade. That's not... trade for me was good. It was valid. It met a lot of my rules. We had higher time frame closures. We had 15-minute candle closures. We had 5-minute structure. We had 1-minute structure. Right, this is when we entered after all this 1-minute structure. But the thing is, we've just gone into some sort of consolidation here, you know, like look at before session. I mean, this is the point. This is why I wanted to trade DAX, is because DAX has not had a massive push today. So we've not really massively pushed with DAX. And yeah, we haven't had a massive push with DAX, so I feel like it's due, right? NASDAQ has pushed a lot more than, like, this is pre-session range on NASDAQ. Pre-session range, we've dumped right out of pre-session range. DAX pre-session range, we're sitting still basically at. Right, that's daily open, pre-session range. Now we're dumping through. So I don't know, I just feel a little bit upset. Maybe not managed it. I don't know what's the best scenario here, man. I don't know. You know, it's always that after the trade you tend to make the best scenario, but I guess the decision was the one I did. Let's see gold. Go full tilt mode. 1 minute for gold candle to close. We can get a candle at least closing somewhat bearish like this. It could be a shot here. Quick open sell. Yeah, just be careful with London Open on the sells, yeah. That would be your only concern. Don't know if it hit 1-to-1 yet. No, not 1-to-1 yet. If this closes even doji green like this, I think we need to see another 5-minute candle closing bearish to give us that change of structure. We have the 15, but we have a 30-minute bullish. Strong 30-minute bullish. I think it's engulfing. No, not yet engulfing. Yeah, so 5-minute candle green. I want to see a 5-minute candle red. Otherwise, this can just be a higher low, right? I'm not going to sell. $500 pip SL? Yes, sir. Get ready for 500 pip SL. 440 pip SL. How did DAX do on the open? Oof. Ah, man. Isn't that nuts? Like, it's just chopping. So at least you could get break even before they open, but like no continuation, like come on. So you're like 1 pip from SL, right? That's what happened here. 1 pip from SL. You finally get moving. Beautiful lower high structure just for open to snap back. And either hopefully catch you up break even without slippage, or if you're holding stop loss, messes you up. Disgusting. How is your win rate better in NY for 2026 so far? Yeah, it is better in NY. The best sessions have been Asian and NY. I actually think Asian has been better than NY. Especially for gold, by far. Asian has been, in 2026, Asian has been the best session. I mean, I can look at Asian right now and give you two really easy setups back to back. Like, there's just so many options, like such night and day options. Like, this is not rocket science here, you know? These options, and then it pulls back. But after the pullback, you're getting continuation. London is not continuing. You get one candle bullish. There's no setup after the bullish candle. It just dumps the next candle, compared to this where we actually get a pullback and continue it. Like, even after this, like, what happens in London is we get a massive candle, right? And then it's game over. We're waiting for, you know, it's like, okay, massive candle. But no, if you get a massive candle in Asian, then it pulls back. It's equal pressure between buyers and sellers. There's a fight. In London, it just seems to be bearish, blah, 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 whatever, you know? It's not helpful for us, you know? And now we range. I want you guys to keep in mind where we started London session today. We started London session here. We are here. There's no progression during the day. You kind of have to be like between the lines. You either take this short right here and get out with it, or otherwise you're done. So it's hard to be always perfect. But the thing is, this is going to make us learn a lot here. It's going to make us learn a lot. Gold is at 200 daily EMA. I expect a bounce. Yeah, we could bounce from anywhere, man. We could also fade this bounce, and then we can go and cut this out. Asia, let's stream going forward. Worth it. And London, we chill. It's just tough. I'll have to, like, the daytime will have to be for sleeping, and I'll have to be up at night, because Asia is not a small session, guys. It's a very long session. You need to be up from about 2 a.m. Dubai time till about 6:30, 2 to 6, you know? Like, London session, we can be up for like 3 hours, and that's all you need. Even 2 hours is enough for London session. New York is even better. You know? So we need to put more focus on New York. Yeah, now it looks like we're bouncing from here. That's crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna call it here, man. I'm gonna call it. We're just bouncing here. I can play the bounce, but now this 5 minutes is a bit deep to play the bounce. And I want to play the bounce from a pullback. So I want to see this pullback create support again, then I go play the bounce, not play the bounce from highs. You always want to play a bounce from lows. Let's see what happened to DAX. Yeah, DAX just started to bounce now. Crazy. NASDAQ as well should be doing the same. Yes. And the moment we buy, the whole market's going to shift. Exactly. That's the threat. You're right. You're right. It's true. So that's why I said I want to be not from the highs, right? And not from the lows. So if we can get a pullback and we see support, then at least we are not buying at the highs where it will shift, right? That's the whole point of that. So yeah. Anyways, much appreciated, guys. We gave it a shot. London, not easy. Not easy when we have this counter trend. I need to look at how many times we're going to bounce. It's a bit of a data thing here. But it's interesting to analyze. New York, I'm looking forward to. New York's been great. I know you guys don't get it on YouTube, but we've really been enjoying it together with the guys in the team. So big focus going to be on that. I'm sure I can make it back plus more today, so I'm not too worried. Luckily, it's only a managed loss. So yeah, we move on, we move forward, and we see what ends up happening. Appreciate you all. Take care. Speak to you guys hopefully very, very soon. Peace.